Hi everybody, welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to this week's video. I hope you're all doing really well this week. Happy Sunday morning to you. Have you had a lovely week? I hope so, but if you haven't, never mind. It's the start of a new week and don't they roll round quick? Well, I have had a super productive week, but it actually started very glamorously when I went to a charity ball last Saturday night, which was absolutely brilliant. I have a lot to show you about that. I also this week have a dupe for you. I love a dupe and I know you do too. I have a LUSH dupe to show you. Some of you might have found these already. I might be a bit slow to the party on this one, but you never know. I'm going to show you anyway. And Nancy has been out and about, which has been absolutely great. House hunting, lots going on. So let's get into this week's video. I hope you enjoy it.
So on Saturday, myself and the invisible chef, aka Paul, put on our glad rags. Off we went to a charity ball. We stayed at the lovely Manor Hotel in Meriden, which was only a couple of miles away from the actual venue where the ball was being held, which was the National Motorcycle Museum. Saturday night was a pink charity ball organised by LGGF, the Lillian Goodfellow group of friends, and I will link them down in the description box down below for you. These amazing ladies raised money on behalf of the Marie Curie charity and have been running these events for the past 25 years. Like I'm sure everybody that attended this ball, Marie Curie charity is very close to my heart because my sister passed away from cancer in 2013 and the Marie Curie nurses are very much part of her life in her last days and we will always be eternally grateful to them. On the red carpet. Well, I knew I would be one day. Also in attendance on Saturday night was Exclusive Raffle UK. Again, I shall link them down below for you, who attended and sponsored this 2024 Pink Charity Ball. And either side of the very handsome Connor from Exclusive Raffle UK are the four ladies who set up this charity 25 years ago. They do an incredible job. And on Saturday night, the total raised reached £600,000, an amazing achievement that we all had the privilege of being part of. The whole evening was wonderful. And what a way to be called to our dinner by the Shirley Pipe Band. These were absolutely amazing. So after our champagne arrival, these lovely gentlemen escorted us into the ballroom where we had a beautiful 3-course meal. There was a charity auction, raffle, a superb live band and a DJ for the rest of the night. And well, we had a whale of a time. We shared a table with our very dear friends and we had an absolutely super time. And it was a good idea that we all bought our flip-flops as well. And you know, those special pink sandals I showed you last week that I was going to take for the ball? I forgot them. But never mind, I had some others with me. And in any event, I ended up putting my flip-flops on and dancing the night away. I was going to say it's the morning after the night before, but it's not. It's 2 mornings after the night before. I think I'm still recovering. Not alcohol induced, but just slightly sleep deprived, because I danced until 2 o'clock in the morning at the ball, on and off, because a few of my little ailments were hurting a little bit. But we had an amazing time, a fabulous time. But I got back yesterday and was just a bit sort of wiped out, and we did a few jobs. And today I wasn't at work. I'd already booked this day off, knowing that I'd sort of have to play catch up really with everything at home, and Nancy, of course, being with Mum, because I missed out on a little bit of time with her Saturday because of going to the ball. So I haven't washed my hair yet, hence why it's up in a sort of, well, it looks a bit like a pineapple at the moment. So I should do that tomorrow. So I'm makeup free and just doing what I do. So I've done a lot of washing today, but I've come to the train station in Tamworth to pick up my son and his girlfriend. Whilst Adam is home from university now, he is still looking for a job. So in the meantime, he's been visiting his girlfriend, who he met at Exeter University, and they've been together some years now, but she's actually from Swansea. So at the moment they're splitting their time between him going to Swansea and her coming over here to Lichfield. But he's just had a week in Swansea, and he's decided to bring his girlfriend back with him for a few days because she's still not in a job. So they're just making the most of the time of seeing one another while they can before they're both in work. So they've come straight from Swansea into Tamworth, or they will be coming into Tamworth station shortly. So I've come here to pick them up. And while I was here, I've had a bit of a drive round at some houses that I'd shortlisted to have a look at. And it's really interesting when you're house hunting. It's such a good idea to go and have a drive round first before you decide to book a viewing. It's essential, I think, to have a drive round, have a look at the road that the house is on, look at the house itself, the local area, what are the amenities, all those kind of things. And I have quickly ruled out 3. And I think there's 2 that are potential viewing. And I don't know Tamworth very well, so it would be an area move as well for us. And whilst I don't think Mum would particularly want to move area, once we have moved, she's not really going to be going out. So, you know, her house will be her world really. So It's interesting. It's very interesting. The prices of houses are a little bit cheaper here to where we're living at the moment. And it's all to do with the right house, really. But I have seen two, having a little drive around, that are potential ones I'd like to view. But there's no movement on my house yet. Mom's house is getting lots of viewings and lots of interest. And mine isn't. And I think it's just because it's in a different price bracket. And of course it's October now, isn't it? So this time of year, I think house buying and selling does slow down a bit anyway. So there's that thing of, you know, do you stop viewing houses until you've got your own sold? Or do you just keep your eye out and keep looking about, just in case that person walks through your door and goes, yes, I'm having this. You can go, oh, okay. I actually have seen somewhere I'd like to buy too. So, you know, but I feel so much more relaxed about it all this week, you know, and knowing that it's just a process that we're going through, and the outcome will be whenever that might be. But it was interesting to take the time to have a little drive about today. Essential. I'm going to do that from now on, unless it's my home village or town that I know really well. If we're looking at houses that are 2, 3, 5 miles out of where we are currently, I'm definitely going to drive and have a little bit of a snoop before I make any decisions on viewing, because there's nothing worse than turning up to a viewing of a house and arriving at the area and thinking, oh, well, I'm definitely not going to live here. So it just wastes everybody's time, doesn't it? Anyway, I think Adam and his girlfriend Iona's train has just pulled up. So it'd be nice to have them around for a few days. Well, have Iona around for a few days. Adam's with me all the time now, really. So, yeah, something to chew on. And I also need to go home and wash my hair, really. Where's everybody?
I've just noticed with hair.
Oh, yes. Everybody's missed you recently on YouTube with us not going out and about.
What's that? Hello, everybody.
They're all your fans.
There's a Batman over there on the right.
You're not very keen on motorbikes, are you?
No, I think they're dangerous as well. I can imagine sitting on the back and flying off
Off the back. Do you know, I was once out and about somewhere, and there was a motorcyclist in front of me,
Yeah,
and he got a leather motorcycle jacket on, obviously,
yeah,
and I stopped behind him at the traffic lights,
yeah.
and he got writing on the back of his leather jacket. So as I got closer to him, I could read it, and it said on the back of his jacket, "If you can read this, she's fallen off again."
Oh, well.
Funny. Very funny.
Oh, well,
Yeah, could you imagine you just get flung off the
I
back?
bet lots of people on the way get smiled at that.
Yeah, it was funny.
This is what I love, you like it, Bob, the red tree.
Oh no, the colour. We've just been up to the National Arboretum,
Yeah,
and to always win something.
Champagne, was it?
Oh yes, you won some champagne, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't we have that last Christmas? No, it was last Christmas.
I definitely won something.
You did.
Hooray!
Well, at the ball on Saturday night,
Yeah.
Paul won in the raffle a round of golf for 4 people at a very exclusive venue.
Oh,
So he's very pleased about that. But we didn't bid for anything on the auction because things were going for
yeah.
big money on the auction. But we did win that on the raffle. So we spent about, I think between us, we spent about £40.
You were lucky. How many people won the raffle?
I don't know, but I think there was about 10
Okay.
or so prizes, but there was over 400 people there.
Oh God.
So
So it's lovely,
well.
isn't it? It's lovely to win
was.
something though, isn't it?
yeah, it was a lovely evening. Really nice. So you've got a little list for Lidl. A little list. A little list. Say that when you've had a gin and tonic. a little list. We'll go and see
Oh my
what they've
God.
got.
Oh my God.
Ambulance.
Oh my God, you know how it is, Ross.
Yes. Someone's got a problem. You don't like seeing ambulances, do you? But they are the people that help us get better, I guess. Whee! Because it does make a difference. Yes, we can get a special
What does that
spot.
mean? I'm not coupon for just £10.
So-
the bill.
I've got an app on my phone. It's called Lidl Plus
Oh yeah.
that you can get offers on and vouchers
Oh.
and money off and things.
Ooh,
A
yeah.
bit like it's just like a voucher card thing.
Okay.
Could you get me the pass out, please? Mum?
Okay.
Do your job.
That's my job.
Yeah. Thank you. And the time is 3:19. There we are. We're in a special spot with a special badge for a special lady.
And a special 2 ladies.
Oh, thank you. Should we go and do our shopping?
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so glad Nancy got out and about today. That's great. I like to get her out now if I can, at least once or twice a week. I'm still getting her out on a Saturday because I take her out just for lunch. But it's the walking round the supermarket that is a bit of a problem now. But if we only need to go for a couple of bits, if it's just for her, she seems to be able to do it if she wants to. Sometimes she says, oh, I don't want to go out today, but we're working with it. But I found you a dupe in Lidl. You know how I love a dupe. And you know how I love to share everything with you. Don't say I don't give you anything. I have found some LUSH dupes in Lidl. Oh my goodness, look at these. I bought 3 of them. They are shower gels. Look at the packaging as well. This one is Relax Shower Gel. This one is Mintalicious Tingle. And I also got Dizzy Rose. Take a look at this. Do they look a little bit similar to you? I think so. These are actual dupes of shower gels from LUSH. The Dizzy Rose one being like rose jam. And if you like LUSH, you'll love these. These are LUSH. That is exactly the same as rose jam. That one is Dizzy Rose. This one that's called Relax is the same as Sleepy from LUSH. Identical, absolutely identical. They're big as well. They are 500ml each. Now this one is called Mintalicious Tingle. And there's one in LUSH that I think is called something like Guardian of the Forest. And I think that's the dupe of that one, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't had that one in the equivalent in LUSH from them before. But it's very, very mentally, actually, this one. So if you like LUSH and I've got that one wrong and it's a dupe for something else, let me know in the comments down below. But I think there is one called something like Guardian of the Forest, which I think is a dupe for that. But get this, these were 500ml each, £1.99 each. £1.99. Do you know how much they are in Lush? Well, I've done a bit of research. I have purchased from Lush before at Christmas time a shower gel, and I think it was the Rose Jam one. Now, I can't remember what size it was, but I remember spending nearly £26. And I think online they range from anything between about £15.99 and £26 for a bottle of shower gel. £1.99 in Lidl. I'd get it while you can if I were you. Which one do I use tonight? Oh, should we go relax and sleepy? Yes, I could do with that. So here we are, having our moment on the bed. And I love this little moment because it's just a part of the day in a part of the week where I get to sit down and have a moment to myself on my bed, just having a little think about how the week has gone and what have I achieved, what have I learned, and how can I go forward into a new week with a new mindset of things, with everything going on at the moment. And this week has been a little bit easier from a stress point of view in terms of the house, buying, selling, all that. Whilst we've had viewers at Nancy, aka Mum's house. And it's always a bit nerve-wracking having that first set of viewers come, because it's like, right, is everything ready in the house? Is it clean? Is it tidy? Am I going to be able to answer all the questions? And once you've done 1, 2, you're kind of in the swing of it and it feels a lot better. And fortunately, we did have a set of viewers who came with a notebook and 100 questions. But fortunately, as you probably know, I used to live in Mum's house before it was Mum's. So I was able to answer everything, and they were really pleased that I was able to be thorough and honest with them. And I think, that sort of made it feel a lot easier for me in terms of, do you know what? Our houses are lovely and it is what it is. And the right person will come along when the right person comes along. And my stress levels have definitely dropped a bit this week. And I was definitely finding myself thinking, right, we've got to get people through the door. We've got to have viewers. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. We need to find a house. We don't need to find a house yet. Yeah, but we do need to. And you sort of go a bit sort of away with yourself. Well, I did. And now I'm at a point where I've sort of brought it back and remembered to be a bit mindful and to be a bit present and to go, do you know what? There is nothing more we can do. The houses are on the market. We now know what we're looking for. We know the criteria. We know the size of the house. We know what rooms we need. And when our houses are sold, that house, I'm sure we will find, or it will find us. And I feel so much more relaxed in the process this week. So I'm able to concentrate more on just what we normally concentrate on, our day-to-day, looking after each other, doing the shopping, doing the cleaning, doing the washing, doing the household things, all the things we have to do that make our lives run day-to-day and as smoothly as possible. So that sort of initial manic, making sure everything is right, or thinking I need to make sure everything is right, has sort of subsided. And that's really nice. And it's nice as well that I'm very comforted that Nancy is actually doing very, very well at the moment. And since we've started taking over her meals and doing her washing and being more present in her household, which obviously is busy, hence the reason we're going to do what we're going to do, she seems so much better because she's having proper meals and she's not fibbing to us about what she's eaten or what she hasn't eaten and those kind of things. So she's very chirpy, and I think she's enjoying the fact that she's being looked after, even though she used to be fiercely independent. And whenever you would say to her, oh, I'll do that for you, Mum, or let's do this, or I can do that, she'd go, no, 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 no. She would not have it. Now she accepts it. She accepts it and she's enjoying it. And she's loving the fact that by accepting it, we're with her more because we're doing more for her and more with her. And that got me thinking as well. And I thought, do you know, sometimes it doesn't matter about age. It doesn't matter what stage of life you're at. But if you're going through a period of time where, do you know what, I could really do with a little bit of help here, even if it's practical help.
someone to put the washing on, or perhaps you're not very well for a couple of days and you can't run your household and you're thinking, oh no, everything's going to go to pot because I'm unwell and I'm the one that keeps all the plates spinning. Well, sometimes it's okay to ask for help, and sometimes it's essential to ask for help. And I think I used to be afraid of doing that because, one, I was a bit of a control freak and I'd want things done my way. So if someone else did it, it was never going to be how I wanted it to be. And that I still have a little bit of problem with sometimes, which is a bit silly, I know. But then sometimes it's like, do you know what? I'm going to have a day off today, or I'm going to have an hour off, or I'm going to have a moment on the bed. Someone else will have to do it if that's okay. But everybody has been so hands-on with Nancy. You know, if I can say, can someone do her lunch today, please, and I'll do dinner. Can someone do her dinner tonight and I'll do lunch? I'm at work today. Could you go and do this? Can you go and see her? They're on it. They're on it. And they've been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. So don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it, even if it's only short term or it's a one-off. Or, you know, you're just not feeling very well. Take a break. Take a break. Sit down and watch the All Things Good channel. Have a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. Have a moment. It makes a huge difference. It brings a bit of clarity. It calms you down. And you feel better. And you just feel better afterwards. You can then get back in the boat and start doing all the things that you wanted to do but you couldn't before because you were feeling poorly or tired or whatever. It's obvious, really, isn't it? But sometimes we do have to remind ourselves of that. So that's what I've been thinking about, and about desperately trying to be present. The more present I am in the moment, I can't do anything about yesterday, don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, I can only think about now and today. And actually, when you do really get into that mindset, it helps a tremendous amount. So it's just a little bit of my advice for you and how I've got through this week. And I hope you are all doing really, really well. And please continue to send me your lovely comments. I read every single one every week. I sometimes don't always respond, but I promise you I read every comment. And anything that you say about Nancy, I read to Nancy as well, and she loves it, absolutely loves it. So we both greatly appreciate your lovely comments and for being here. And hello to any new subscribers. I know there's a few this week as well. I hope you're enjoying the channel, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely week. So until next Sunday, stay safe, stay in the boat, and keep doing all things good. I'll see you next Sunday. Take care. Bye.